What's up, everybody? It is Kellen here from Start Your Systems, and welcome to another edition of Track Walk in MX Simulator. Today is Track Walk episode number 125, which means we gotta bust out the 125, bro. We're gonna ride a 125 on Fort Winton today, Fort Winton 2012 to be exact. And the reason I picked this track, well, first of all, I gotta give a shout out to somebody, and I'm blanking on your name right now, even though I looked at it earlier today, but for recommending that I bust out a 125 for the 125th episode of Track Walk. Brilliant idea, my friend, and that is exactly why I'm riding 125. So my first thought was like, where do I like riding 125s? And I'm like, sand tracks are pretty good because you can really like ring out a 125. Like you can just almost go wide open everywhere on most sand tracks in this game because obviously the 125s get kind of sapped to power, but if you can carry your momentum, then it feels awesome to ride them on tracks like this. So decided to go with a sand track, and I thought, what's the best sand track I've ever ridden in this game? And I've already done Lommel 2012. That was probably my favorite sand track, but my second one would have to be this one, Fort Winton Sand MX by DJ99X. So pretty much the most legendary character in MX Simulator. DJ has done so much for this game, you guys don't even know, it's ridiculous. But basically what happened with this track, if I remember correctly, was the original Fort Winton Sand MX, which was basically a very similar iteration of this track, but minus these little back sections going through the trees like the one I just came from, and now this one. It was just that kind of inner little crunching circle track that was the original one. And I think it was actually made initially by Mitox, aka Scott McCracken, who we've talked a little bit about on this channel before, as a 30-minute track competition track. Yeah. And it's like, I don't understand how this would have been a 30-minute track comp. It was obviously cleaned up quite a bit because it's pretty tough to make something that's brilliant in 30 minutes, and this is the second version of it, so this is like the add-on to it, which I believe DJ actually did. He added on to that back section and stuff like that. But this is part of the original track right here, is this like tabletop finish line, and then the sand straightaways, and all that stuff to my left there is part of the original track, which is, it's just so crazy to think about that that's the way it was for a 30-minute track comp with those guys. And Midtox killed it. DJ cleaned it up as only DJ can to make it look epic. And we got two awesome sand tracks, the original Fort Winton, which I think I will also post, and this 2012 version, which is actually my more preferred one than the first one. The first one is very good, but the second one I feel like is just like such good flows, such a good track. I played the crap out of this track when I first started playing the game back in 2012, so I'm very familiar with it. I know a lot of ways to attack this track in different ways, and we did a lot of, gosh, I'm trying to think, we did local cross racing on it, we did elimination racing on it back in the day, all sorts of stuff, just general fun races / ride days, whatever. Super fun track. And like I said, super challenging on a 125, so I'm just like, sounds like a perfect match to me. Might as well do it. I can't believe I haven't done this track yet for a track walk, but sometimes you get a little bit lost in the newer stuff that comes out, and you forget how good some of the old stuff in the game that was made when like I first started playing it, or when people who were right before me started playing it. There is some seriously good quality work from back in those 2011, 2012 days that you just can't miss out on for sure. And I try to show you guys as much as I can about how many awesome and cool tracks there are to play in this community, but obviously sometimes I end up falling into a bit of a rut of doing the same things over and over again. And I don't usually like to do that, but when I can break out of the mold a little bit here and there, that's ideal. And I think this is a little bit outside of the box. I mean, like this, it's a very unique track. I don't think you'd see many tracks where it's like this rolling hills type of environment, with grass all around it, that is a sand track. And then it's got a bunch of trees and stuff like that. You don't see many trees growing in sand per se, but pretty cool. So fun times. 125s in this game are super killer to ride. Our teammate and good friend and pretty much tech expert here at Start Your Systems, Nathan Zaworski, is a super big 125 fan. He owns a Yamaha 125 in real life. He's a big Yamaha fan, but prefers two strokes over anything else. Two-stroke master race for him. And so he treats our 125s with special care, and he made sure to include 125s in our team pack this year, of course. Gotta have the 2-strokes. So he's pretty pumped that I'm doing well in the Supercross series on a 250 2-stroke, which obviously is not a 125, but it is a 2-stroke. And he is loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Not from McDonald's, though. This is certainly one of those tracks that I say this all too often when I play older tracks like this for a track walk, that just felt like it was ahead of its time. Just the way it was built and the way it rode and how fun it was. I mean, this was definitely a go-to track for a lot of people back in that 2012 kind of scene, and so much fun. Definitely playable, and certainly something you guys should check out. Of course, anybody watching our track walk videos for the first time, you can find all these download links in the description below. What you do with those download links is basically download it from Mediafire, which is probably the link I will send you to. And it will download right onto your desktop. Usually, if that's where your download save files go to, you just extract it from the either WinRAR or 7-zip file, whichever one that you have. It's usually, I mean, I have WinRAR. Some people have 7-zip. And extract it from there, plop it in your personal folder, MX Simulator personal folder. You can read more about how to access that by going to the FAQ section on mxsimulator.com. And voila, track is in-game. It's very simple to do this, and I've done adding and deleting tracks thousands and thousands of times in this game. So, I mean, like even this track, for example, I did not have it in my personal folder, and I had to reinstall it. That was probably like the 3rd or 4th time I've actually reinstalled this track. And the reason I have to even do that in the first place, like I would keep all these old things in my personal folder if I could, but solid state drive, 120 gigabytes, and I need to always empty it out and download a bunch of new skins for each Supercross and Motocross season that comes around, since usually I stream, not been streaming that much this year, but if I needed to I would, and it's just nice to have all the skins anyway. So pretty much my entire solid state drive is nothing but sim stuff, and yet we still take way too long to load into the races because people like freaking 4K by 4K maps. It's awesome. On a 450, you can triple up this hill right here and land at the knuckle that I'm sitting basically on right now, and it's a super fun jump to triple because like you just feel like you're flowing right along and then you just hop right over the top of the hill. It's a really unique feeling. Probably one of my favorite parts on the track right there for sure is winding up to that uphill step-up jump. This track has such good flow, and it's built so well too. I'm just amazed that it's almost, I mean, it is 5 years old now, I'm pretty sure. It must be. It's pretty close to it. If it is not already 5 years old, it's very close to it. I miss DJ. DJ was awesome. Like I said, there's so many things in this game that I feel like you guys don't really know that he's done. Like Andy Hack, who's a pretty established modeler and designer in this game, showed off a Yamaha model that Nathan Zaworski, basically the bike I'm riding, updated from Extreme Maniac's base model of the Yamaha. So it went through 3 people. DJ started by designing the original 2010 Yamaha, and that one was used for years, even so much so that nobody ever made the 2011 to 2013 iteration Yamahas, the ones with the rear-facing engine. So I guess it was 2000. Well, it was the one with the updated body style from 2011 and 2013, where it had like the almost looking disconnected subframe, and it just had some weird shrouds and stuff on it. Nobody ever made that because everybody was too busy using DJ's 2010 one, which looked like the 250Fs of the time. And I mean, obviously so, because it was on a 250F. And like everybody used it on the 450. It was super good. But my point with all this is that DJ made everything on that bike essentially. He had a little bit of help from some people, but most of the modeling work was him. And the engine, I think even on this 2-stroke, but that is in our 450 and 250F, the engine is what DJ modeled way back when in 2010, and we're riding it now in 2017. I think he designed, I don't know, like the pipe and not the frame, the forks and stuff like that. Just like so much stuff that we still use today that he designed. A lot of the object packs as well. I think even part of the base model of the game that you have to get DJ's object pack, because there's a lot of objects on all these tracks and stuff that were made by DJ. He just did so much work, and it sucks that he's not around anymore. He was always kind of mulling around, like hanging out and looking at what's going on, but would never really post. And I think he also hangs around on Vital, but I don't know if he does that anymore. He still goes by the username DJ99X. His real name is Dane Johnson, but he's from Australia. Super terrifically gifted graphic artist and modeler, and did so much work for this game for free, never asked for anything else, was pretty much the guy that got a lot of people into this game, I'm sure, with all the cool skins and models that he was able to kind of gift to people, because he made so many base designs to the game concept as well, and never got paid for any of it, I don't think. I mean, he just was doing it all out of the free will of growing the game, and super awesome guy. I only ever actually got to speak with him like on TeamSpeak or whatever once, because he was pretty shy about not coming around and stuff, but we owe a lot of what we see in this game today to DJ99X for sure. And it's a shame that the newer people don't get to see what he was able to do, because he's faded off and nobody really, it's ridiculous how many people release models or tracks or whatever and just don't even include credits. They just say something like, you know who did all this or whatever. It's like, no, like you actually have to go through and give thanks to these people, because they put in a lot of hard work for you to not do anything, essentially. So that's my little rant, though. It is what it is. But 125s, man. Speaking of 125, episode 125 of Track Walk. Can you believe we're here? I cannot believe it. It's like a sixth of the videos on our channel are Track Walk videos, which is crazy, because that's a big chunk of our channel are these videos now. And it's our longest running series. I would argue it's our most successful series, although view-wise it's really close with a couple other ones, like our tutorial series, our online gameplay series, and really taking the cake is our live streams. But definitely a popular series, and I'm super happy that you guys really do like watching me play this game. It's just so, it's like giving an acceptance speech or something, It's so awesome. This track is so fun, though. So many good memories. Take me back. Let's go back to 2012 again. Times are simpler. I was just out of high school. Innocent college student, didn't have to worry about paying all these stupid bills and stuff. Well, I mean, I had bills, but they weren't as annoying as they are now, that's for sure. I would definitely recommend, though, anybody watching this video to download this track. Like I said, I really can't believe I haven't done it for a track walk yet. It is such a legendary track. Amazing put together, and the environment so far ahead of its time, and definitely one that I did a lot of screenshots on back in the day as well. This is like my go-to, I need to take a screenshot for something. Let's ride this track. Oh man, I can't believe it. 125 track walks. Can't believe how well the channel's doing too. Like, every time I load up the channel, go to our dashboard, and I see our numbers, I'm like, hot damn, can't believe we even made it this far, Like, from day one, Jeremy and I wanted to do this channel as like a, let's just do it for fun, no holds barred, whatever kind of thing, and that's still how we view it for sure, but can't believe the support we've gotten. So appreciative of it. Like, I can't put it into words how thankful we both are for everybody that tunes in and watches all of our videos and our contents and stuff like that. It's just truly incredible to feel like your work is being somewhat appreciated in some level by either a community of people or just a general dose of people that come on and comment and say thanks for the work or whatever. Like, that stuff means a lot to us. I think a lot more than you guys really know. But I'm going to keep riding through the finish line here, but we're almost at the 15-minute mark, and that's usually about the time I like to wrap up these track walk videos, but I'm having so much fun riding, it's just so hard to say goodbye. But I hope you guys did like this video. I really hope you guys download this track and maybe try to rip on it like I am on this 125 here. And but if you guys did like this video, please don't be shy. Hit that like button. It helps us get higher up on, you know, the feeds and pages of stuff, people searching on MX Simulator, so it really helps us out. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, my friend. We are very, very close to that 20K mark, and continuing to click along. We got a lot more cool things coming for you guys very soon in the near future that I promise you guys will enjoy even more of. And then, of course, if you guys have any comments, questions, concerns that you guys want to voice our way, always hit up the chat in this little comment section below this video, and we try to answer any questions that you guys have with us, or any general comments you want to make. Always trying to be there and supportive of the people that support us. But thanks guys for tuning in to another edition of Track Walk in MX Simulator, Fort Winton 2012. Almost got the uphill triple at the end, but we'll see you guys in the next one.